And in the current playoff picture, the Detroit Lions, the Ravens, and the Chiefs are not in. So this is what I'm about to do is hypothetical. But if the Colts don't win, if the Colts beat the Chiefs this weekend, I don't think Kansas City is making the playoffs. And Detroit right now.
How do you not have the Bills winning in the first round? I mean, there's too much there to chew on. I know we got a guest. Let's revisit later in the show.
Okay. We were talking about this yesterday. I had said before the season, I picked the Denver Broncos to win the AFC West, and I said the dynasty is over for Kansas City. They'll still win Super Bowls. They'll still be a playoff team. They'll still be good, but the dynasty part's over. And dynasties don't last. I mean, the Patriots had 2 dynasties, but in the middle, they had a stretch where they didn't win Super Bowls. Is that the Patriots dynasty, as we talked about yesterday, Mahomes has regressed a little the last year and a half. The Patriots dynasty did not end because Tom Brady got worse. It ended for 2 reasons. Number one, Belichick took over personnel to too large of a degree. And the Patriots had 5 or 6 straight really, really weak drafts, especially on offense. They became a really slow team at tight end and wide receiver. That's not going to be a problem with Kansas City. Brett Veach is a great GM. He controls the draft, and Andy Reid didn't want to have any part of it. Secondly, the second reason the New England dynasty died was Belichick again. Tom got tired of dealing with grumpy, rigid Bill. He just didn't want to deal with him. So he told friends and teammates and his agent a year out, I'm out of here. That's not going to happen. Mahomes gets along with Andy Reid. So the 2 problems that ended it, in the NBA, dynasties usually end because of like ego or resentment. Kobe and Shaq. KD got offended by Draymond and the Warriors. Michael Jordan didn't like the front office or the ownership of the Bulls, so he went to baseball. It's different. It's a different culture. It's more of a me culture in basketball. It's more of a we culture. And Belichick's grumpiness, rigidity, and taking over personnel, I think, forced Tom out. In the NFL, dynasties usually end because people get old and beat up. Joe Montana got old, and Gronk and Edelman got old. Brady got old, but was remarkably fit. So I think Kansas City, what's happened is, and here's a truth about dynasties. You go look at that Seahawks dynasty, almost dynasty. You look at the teams that look like right now could win a couple of Super Bowls, like Denver and Philly. What do they have in common? They have 6 to 7 great players all in their prime. Kansas City's got 1.5, Trent McDuffie and Mahomes. Chris Jones and Travis Kelce are way out of their prime. Rams have about 6 elite players in their prime. Stafford's the old guy, but still elite. Kyron Williams in his prime. Puka in his prime. Jared Verse just entered it. Kobe Turner. I mean, the tight end, the safety, they drafted out of Miami. That kid is good now. The Philadelphia, Denver, Detroit struggling, but Detroit's got Penei Sewell and Amon St. Jahmyr Gibbs, Branch. Jared Goff still very much late prime. Kansas City's not. They're getting old. It's got a little, Joe Montana, Edelman, Gronk getting old feel to it. So if they beat Indianapolis this weekend, it's a go-either-way game. I think I'd probably take the points in Indy at Arrowhead, although Kansas City's been a much better home team than a road team this year. But their biggest problem, it's not ego, it's not resentment, it's not lousy drafts, it's not the coach wanting to be GM, it's not resentment between quarterback and coach, it's none of that New England stuff. It's they're getting old, and they don't have enough good elite players in their prime. Here's Andy Reid on their struggles.
The guys, they get it. I mean, some of these guys have been through some pretty good seasons, and this isn't like this one's lost, Vahe. So we got to clean up a few of these things, and the urgency level, obviously, we need to make sure we take care of that now.
So if they beat the Colts this weekend, and they've been a better home than road team, chances are I think they'll sneak their way into it. But it's really, if you go look at the history of the NFL, that's why I said about the 49ers. The Niners had about a 3-year run when Bosa was young and healthier, and then Kittle, and here came McCaffrey, and then there was Debo, and then there was Fred Warner, and oh, wow, Hufunga's getting really good really fast, and then everybody got really old, and guys got injured, and guys got traded, and guys get moved. So that's why I didn't like San Francisco this year. Wasn't the coach. It wasn't McCaffrey. It wasn't even Brock Purdy. It's they don't have enough elite guys in their prime. And I don't think the Chiefs do either. J-Mac.
All right, Chiefs Kingdom, let's talk about it. Right now, the Chiefs are in the eye of a storm, a place we haven't been used to, yet one that could define our greatness all over again. A few weeks back, I referenced a moment where analysts said the Lions, the Ravens, and the Chiefs are not in the playoff picture, and pointed out that if the Colts beat the Chiefs, Kansas City might miss the postseason. That hit hard. But what I'm seeing now isn't defeat, it's awakening. Let's set the stage. The Chiefs sit at 5-5, third in the AFC West. That's not where a dynasty expects to be. We're watching a team that has won 9 straight AFC West titles, been the league's premier standard bearer, and yet now finds itself fighting, not for dominance, but for relevance. Some say the dynasty is over, that the magic has faded. In one sharp take, it was illustrated that the offense once built for fireworks has shifted into grind mode. And yes, they've gone from undefeated in tight games last year to 0-5 in one-score games this season. These are facts we have to face. But here's why I believe this moment isn't collapse. It's opportunity. Let's unpack why. First, veteran leadership. The core is still intact. The brains of the operation, the head coach, the quarterback, the experience in the locker room, that's still here. Earlier this season, team captain Travis Kelce publicly stated his belief that this 2025 version of the Chiefs is better than last year's squad. That's bold. And when you have star players saying that, it shifts the mindset from survival to resurgence. Second, the raw numbers and context. The analytics haven't entirely abandoned Kansas City. Despite the middling record, their defense still ranks very well in many categories, and their margin of loss is minimal. They've lost several games by 3 points or fewer. This tells you the ceilings are high. The margin for error is razor thin. But that's exactly when champions show up. Third, the narrative of aging roster and lack of elite in their prime, yes, that's out there. But I argue that peak isn't just about chronological youth, it's about execution when it matters. The article you referenced said that the Patriots' downfall wasn't because Tom Brady got bad, it was because culture changed and the roster dried up. For Kansas City, that just isn't the case. The culture is rich. The engine is strong. The question now is, can we execute this stretch run? Fourth, the fixture list. The next several games matter. The moment is now. If you win the next ones, you flip the script. You change the vibe. It's not too late. The Chiefs still control many of their destiny threads. A win versus the Indianapolis Colts? Huge. A strong finish in the division? Game changer. Now, let me be clear. We also must acknowledge the urgent needs. The offense has looked out of rhythm. The run game has been inconsistent. The special teams and situational football haven't always been sharp. Coaches admit the little things are costing us. If we don't fix them, the story ends here. But if we do, this could become a legendary turnaround. So, here's my take for you, the fan in the kingdom. Lean in. The alarms are sounding, yes, but that doesn't mean surrender. It means rally. It means belief. The Chiefs are still built for January. The blueprint exists. The mindset is present. In conclusion, the story isn't over. This isn't the sunset of a dynasty. It might be the next chapter of one. If Kansas City picks up momentum, if they win the key games, if the veterans deliver when it's cold and dark and expectations are low, we'll look back and see this as the pivot point, the moment when the script flipped, the moment when the kingdom rose again. What do you think? Will the Chiefs storm back into the playoffs and beyond? Or is this truly the end of the run? Drop your opinions in the comments below, smash that like button if you believe in this team, and if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe and join the kingdom.